Yeah.
Yes.
And the main character is a robot.
Yeah. It's a robot lady. Technically, this is the third game in the setting, I think. Chronologically speaking.
Oh, chronologically, okay.
I think so. Because I know
There's a couple other games in.
there was
It's the
SteamWorld
fourth
Dig.
installment, though.
There was SteamWorld Dig. There was this, obviously, and there was SteamWorld Heist. I don't know what the fourth one was.
Well, according to this is the fourth one. And I'll look into this.
Well,
Steamworld Tower Defense was the first game that released.
right. Well, I do know that SteamWorld Heist takes place after this one because there's a character in it whose story arc is, from this one is finished.
Oh, okay.
Technically he's a DLC character, but, still.
Okay, cool.
There's DLC for this?
For SteamWorld Heist, there's DLC.
Oh.
Yeah. So, hi, everybody. I don't know whether the stream's up yet.
According to YouTube, nope.
Oh, we're playing that game again, so to speak.
No, we're live. I got the notification for it.
Oh, cool beans. Cool. So, yeah, we're doing the SteamWorld Dig 2 game. It's a fun game. It's a good game.
It is weirdly amusing, yes.
Huh.
It really is like you described it as Metroid with mining, I think.
Metroidvania with a mining theme, yes.
Yeah, that really is a highly accurate way of describing this game.
Yeah. So, I have 2 games because I played this to completion before I even considered whether we were going to stream it. Because it was that good. I played it with, just 2 days straight, just playing the game to 100% complete it, which I did. Then we decided we were going to stream it, and I decided, hey, that first, half an hour is going to be really shitty to watch, because it's kind of boring. To watch, to be clear. It's oddly endearing to play for how simple it is. So, basic premise. You are a robot lady. Her name's Dorothy, or Dot. And she was a character in the first SteamWorld Dig who was friends with the protagonist of the first game named Rusty, who was a robot dude, and he would dig and stuff. And eventually he found a giant robot named Vectron that was okay, I'm a little unclear on the specifics because I only played halfway through the first SteamWorld Dig because it wasn't as good as this one, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, he found out this giant robot was a thing and it was really bad. It's basically like, hey, Terminator. Basically. Technology got so advanced that it just kind of broke and fucked up and destroyed everything. So everyone's just kind of a shitty robot instead of a really amazing, awesome robot. And so he beat Vectron and destroyed it, and now he's gone missing. So Dot is trying to find him and not being amazingly successful, to be perfectly honest, is the plot. And she has found a little blue electro sprite thingy that was part of the evil robot thing, and it basically just wants to have everything get destroyed and such. Not in a malicious way, it just likes destruction and explosions in just that seems fun and a good time. To the point where, about 5 minutes after you meet him and he decides to tag along with you, he tries to convince you to jump off a cliff, quite literally.
Does anything happen if you do that, by the way?
Nope. I can say that definitively because I absolutely did that, because I like Fen, and I wanted to do whatever he said, so I went along with it.
That seems like an amazingly shitty idea.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt you because you don't have anything at that point and you can't lose any resources for it. So, okay, here's the map. This is all of the shit that I've done so far in digging. This game is all about the digging. So, you know, you're in a mine.
I don't see the stream up.
Still don't see it?
Try refreshing the page, Weasel.
I have several times, actually.
Weird.
There, I'll post. I don't know if this will help, but also apparently we started the stream just as Ethan rolled out of bed. So awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. So, yeah. A lot of mining. You dig tunnels yourself and, you know, make your own path and such things. There are enemies that will kill themselves by drowning themselves in tiny pools of water. And basically the core gameplay loop is dig deeper, find minerals that you can sell to get upgrades so you can dig deeper, find minerals and etc. basically. And every now and again there will be a point where you can get a significant upgrade, like a hookshot, for example, which is really satisfying to use if you get good at it, which
God, yes.
I haven't because, you know, a couple of hours after getting the hookshot I got a jetpack, so I didn't really need to use the hookshot anymore after that point.
I was actually about to ask if there was a jetpack. That's my main issue with games like this, is it's hard to actually get the resources.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make them inaccessible to yourself.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really hard to do in this game.
Surprisingly so, yeah. I mean, there was a point...
I've only myself once accidentally put a mineral cluster out of reach.
Yeah, and you can go back and get them afterwards because of the extra power-ups and such. But even so, I got a little bit obsessive at one point when I was playing in my 100% completion run. I was missing something, and I had no idea where it was. So I literally cleared out the entire map.
Wait, you didn't do that just, like, as a matter of course?
No, I mean cleared out the entire map as in, as I'm about to do now, I started just clearing out every dirt chunk so that there would be no secrets hidden from me.
Yeah, you appear to have misunderstood what I was saying. That you weren't doing as a matter of course already.
No, I'm not a crazy person.
I've been doing that since the beginning. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I do in games like this, just so I don't miss something.
Yeah, that's a good way to get yourself actually stuck in a hole before you can get the power-ups to get out, but yeah. Like, there are ways to go back and get stuff, but it usually means waiting for a bit until you get a power-up that lets you go back and get it. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the place where I was at this point in the game, and just go back to there and just fucking play the game, basically. So, you might have noticed, people watching the stream, like Ethan. Hi, Ethan. We have a long-lost person.
Cast member?
I don't know, I was going to compare you to some sort of animal that, like, went stray and then came back all of a sudden and we were happy. But the metaphor just kind of escaped me for some reason.
Fair enough.
Hi, Slicer!
Hey, what's up? I'm actually conscious today.
Yeah, how you doing?
What's up? The number of people currently on this stream, that's what's up. I'll go.
Anyway, doing good. I've been playing a lot of Revelations, Resident Evil, raid mode specifically.
Okay, for a second I thought you were playing like the 8-year-old Assassin's Creed game.
That's also good, in fairness.
It was the last good one, until 4 at least.
Yeah.
I like Black Flag, but that's the only one I've actually played.
That was 4.
That was 4.
Oh, it was, okay.
That was, as one of my favorite video game reviewers called it, Crazy Eddie's Pirate Fun Times.
Pretty good name for it. Until it decided it wanted to be an Assassin's Creed game every now and again, and then it was not so good.
Well, I mean, it's an Assassin's Creed game. It's kind of stuck with being an Assassin's Creed game, no matter how much we might wish otherwise.
I mean, I just kind of appreciate that Kenway didn't give a shit.
Like, literally, his entire character arc until, like, the last hour of the game is, hey, there's this treasure that'll make me really rich.
Yeah, that and, well, I don't really give a shit about this assassin bollocks kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know why he was Irish there, but alright.
It was supposed to be Welsh. I haven't done a Welsh accent in a long time. And, you know.
Yeah, okay. That's
And also,
also
he doesn't sound particularly Welsh.
He does, actually, but, you know, whatever. It's a pretty passable Welsh accent.
Then
yeah.
The Welsh guy that was in my English class at university must have had the most ridiculously over-the-top accent of all time.
Quite possibly. Also, worth pointing out, there are quite a few Welsh accents. You know, they aren't all exactly the same. But yeah, I've also been watching Ed Burns stand up, like, all day, and he is very, very Irish, so I also don't really care about Anthony's Body Wash, whoever that is. Weasel has once again forgotten to mute her mic.
Damn it, Weasel.
Sorry, man.
You had one job!
Dahmer raises a good point. He says
Okay.
Assassin's Creed has been going on for so long, I don't even care if they go to Japan at this point.
Oh yeah, that was a thing people wanted them to do for a long time, and they decided, no, we're never, ever, 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 ever gonna do that.
Why is that, by the way? They just hate their fans, or, like, is there a reason?
They're European, and they realize, holy shit, we don't know a goddamn thing about ancient Japan.
And, well, I mean, they didn't know a goddamn thing about ancient Rome, either.
That's what you hire people for.
They also didn't know a goddamn thing about modern climatology in the first game, but that didn't stop them from including tidbits.
I assume you're talking about the 2012 bollocks that they were doing at the time?
No, there was an email on the computer that you can access after you finish the campaign in the first game that has a news article about the term hurricane season being phased out for the year 2012 because hurricanes had become so frequent and severe that the term was no longer applicable.
So you say that, well, I suppose it is technically hurricane season right now, and that's kind of why we're having the current problems, but yeah.
Yeah. Shit like we're having right now year-round was their thesis back in, what, like 2007 when it was first released?
So, how you been doing, Slicer? Because we haven't actually heard from you in a while, which, you know, I keep saying is very understandable given the circumstances. But, you know, it's nice to hear from you.
Yeah, it's nice to be on again.
Yeah.
I have been doing the same thing I was the last time I was on. Just school, work, and sleeping, and maintaining a relationship. So that's nice.
Aww.
You are just as competent, if not more so, than everyone else on this cast.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that statement.
I think it's a compliment.
It was meant to be, yes.
Okay.
It's a compliment as filtered through my social cues.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I don't really have any social cues anymore, so I don't know what anything means anymore.
Yeah.
Just anything that I say, generally, it's a good idea to attach an awkward pause and an I'm sorry immediately after it.
At this point, I'm more like, people, what are those? Are they food? Can you eat them? Kind of thing. So.
Yeah. I can attest that it's really hard to maintain a social life when you work 2 jobs. So,
Yeah.
And classes and all that stuff. Not a lot of time for anything but sleeping.
Sleeping's pretty good, though, right?
It is. It's nice.
Yeah.
I just kind of wish I'd been able to get more of it, aside from like 3 hours here and there.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Dorothy has a
Probably
nice
stop playing
signature.
so much video games.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah. Also, no, Slicer, play the video games. Except don't play the shitty ones like fucking Realm Grinder.
Sorry about that, everyone. So, there's this guy. I don't think you guys can hear me.
I can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
450.
So there's this guy that what now? Weasel?
Hello?
Did she start fiddling with her sound settings, thinking we couldn't hear her, or?
Probably.
Or it's entirely possible that she couldn't hear us for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, that was her resetting.
Hello.
Hey, can you
Hi.
hear us now?
Oh shit, that's what's going on. Okay, gotta mute the stream. Okay, because I was behind. Because I was hearing the stream.
Oh,
Instead of you
yeah.
guys.
We did.
I don't know.
Okay, so sorry about that. So there's this guy who used to stay here for a bit while he was working on getting his own place. He's a total asshole. He has some redeeming qualities, but he's one of those guys who gives people with Asperger's a bad name. Because he thinks Asperger's are the master race.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So
Wait, that douche?
that douche, yes.
Jeez.
And he apparently doesn't know what a stream is, because I kept, dropping the hint, dude, I'm in a stream, go the fuck away. But nope, kept trying to chat me up about, keeps thinking his life choices are all the best, whereas my life choices are all the worst.
Can I punch him?
Please.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I am physically capable of punching him. Would you mind if I did so?
Please?
I think she understood that.
This is one of the people I would actually like to punch myself if I didn't know that it would be totally ineffectual because my shit strength.
Fuck. Okay. So apparently you can't use the jackhammer to kill things. I found that out just now.
It straight up says you cannot use the jackhammer to kill things when you get the jackhammer. It actually says ineffectual against enemies.
Yeah, but tooltips are for suckers.
In fairness,
Tips are for
spent,
people who actually read.
Yeah, suckers.
spent a good 15 seconds just pounding him against the wall. I mean, there's some value there.
Yeah, it was turning him around so he couldn't hit me again, so that was a good couple of seconds where I got to think. Like, okay, I have kind of put myself in a bit of a corner here. What the hell do I do? That was good for maintaining that situation. Where the hell's my gate? There it is.
So yeah, his landlord kicked everyone out because he needed to renovate the apartment complex. Didn't even give any advance warning, so he needed some where to stay really quickly. So, Nora.
Great, so how long is this guy gonna be here?
Until he finds another place.
So pretty much indefinitely then.
That's not good.
This place is a black hole. You try to stay for a bit, you end up staying forever.
Is that a trailer park?
No, it is the house of a woman in her 80s who has hygiene issues and so many personality problems. Like, so many personality problems. I don't know where to begin.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you too, man.
I'd be happy to list them actually, but I don't think it'd be appropriate for the stream.
Ironically, given what you were once accused of being, she is, I am convinced, genuinely a parasitic narcissist.
I honestly think she likes being in dire financial straits, because with most of the way she talks about being in dire financial straits, I think she likes the attention.
There is a secret in this room.
That's certainly possible. I mean, I don't really understand that mentality, but I can wrap my mind around it, basically.
She's also a hoarder, and I'm misophobic.
I don't know what that means.
She's filthy, and Weasel hates filth.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't know where the secret is.
Is it up your ass?
Weasel, that wasn't funny the first time you did it. It's not funny now. Please stop.
Also, she doesn't have one, as far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah, robot. I doubt she's anatomically correct.
Well, that's a thing. I just hit the floor so hard that I broke through to the next level. I'm playing this game and watching the stream at the same time.
Yeah,
Oh, good then.
some special multitasking going on right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Diggy duggy, diggy duggy, diggy duggy.
So Bethesda suck now, huh?
Bethesda always sucked. People are just getting wise to it now.
Why? What happened?
Paid
Mods.
Yeah.
Paid mods?
Yeah. They've started up a scheme that they're trying to avoid calling paid mods because because when they called it paid mods, the fandom just about crucified them for it.
What kind of mods are we talking about here?
Really shitty reskins, mostly.
Not only that, they did come up with something brand new for Skyrim. I don't know, yeah, it's brand new. It never existed in any mod ever before. It's this cool thing where there's like survival elements now, so you can die from cold and swimming in freezing rivers and such, and that's never been done in a mod before, ever. Not even in that really famous one that has existed for years, like literally a year
Your
after the
sarcasm
game.
is chokingly thick right now, Casey.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
Frostfall may be one of my favorite mods in Skyrim, and I am maybe perhaps a little bit bitter that they've decided to try and rip it off and pretend that it's entirely their idea.
Casey, there is so much salt right now, the Dead Sea is a little envious.
Yeah, I saw the gym position on that. I think the funniest mod is the mod that gets rid of that, whatever that club is called.
Yes. There's a mod that removes the Creation Club from the main menu.
In Fallout 4? Or is that, I assume it's for all games at this point.
Well, I know there's one for Fallout 4 because Jimquisition did a spotlight on that one.
I
For
wouldn't
all
know
I know,
because I plan to never receive the update that adds Creation Club to Skyrim. I have turned off automatic updates, and whenever I play Skyrim, I am going to play it offline.
No, that's a good idea in general, just in case it breaks any mods.
That's basically the reason I was doing it, yes. Also, the fact that, they haven't actually done anything that isn't already a mod, so I don't even need it.
Man, those firefly things are just everywhere.
Yeah, but they're pretty great because they explode and clear things out, and if you hit them right, you can get them to kill enemies for you.
Or yourself.
I have noticed that, actually. Sounds great. I don't suppose any of you have played Revelations 2, have you?
Resident Evil? No.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
I don't generally play Resident Evil.
Nah, fair enough. I can't stop playing raid mode, and it's stupid. It's like the most nothing content there is, but I can't stop playing it.
Is that like the Mercenaries mode from the previous games? Like 4 and 5?
Even more basic. You go into an area, there's like, I don't know, there's actually a good quality of areas. There's like 20 of them. And you kill like 30 to 50 enemies, and that's it.
So I just got 2 cultists to shoot each other in the face.
Nice.
Drop down, one on either side of me, they fire, I jump up, their bolts smack each other.
I'll see you where I am. Cool.
Yeah. I just passed the first lava dungeon.
Ethan, go into in Steam, you can go to your properties for your game, and you can install previous versions of the game.
You can?
Yes. It's in... let me try to find it again.
Oh, so, fun thing. Who wants to hear Weasel get mildly irritated at a joke?
Your mom.
There is a D&D campaign that we're running. It's got 2 parties. One on Tuesdays, one on Thursdays. The Tuesday party had their first session on Tuesday, and Weasel is one of the characters in that party. Weasel is playing, it's a one-piece D&D game. She is playing a half-giant who ate a coral logia fruit.
Wait, what? So she can turn into coral?
Yes.
Like the reef?
Yes, like the rock.
Okay.
So, the reason this is funny, Weasel almost died to Don Krieg. The reason she almost died to Don Krieg, a man who doesn't have hockey, Weasel forgot she was a Logia for the first 3 combat rounds.
Huh.
While using her Logia fruit to give herself heavy plate armor. I don't think we're ever going to let her live that down on the server.
Can't see, but I'm flipping you off.
I know.
That is the correct response.
I can hear it.
I can't.
But,
I can understand forgetting the abilities you have, though. That is absolutely a thing that happens all the goddamn time.
Not at level 1.
We started at level 5, actually.
Oh, well, still, you don't have a lot of abilities. Oh, right. I sort of found
No.
what I was talking about.
Ah, damn it.
7 Days to Die has this unique thing where you can install any version of the game. Unfortunately, that is not universal.
Yeah, that's because it's 7 days. 7 days is a pseudo-alpha right now.
Yeah, literally any other game on Steam, if you roll back an update, even assuming you can do that, it will just put you back on the most recent version if you try and play it. While online, at least. Which is why I'm playing Skyrim offline. Because it can't do that, obviously, then.
So, immediately after my Fallout 4 updated with the Creation Club, I finally got around to leaving a review on Fallout 4.
Go figure. What was your opinion?
What do you think?
I don't know, I'm curious.
I love Fallout 4, I just wish it was Fallout 3.
Let me pull up my review.
Oh,
I'm curious the
joy.
exact words you used.
Let's see. That category.
Yes, I can go back, I can get all of my money, I can spend it on buying the stupid backpack upgrade that gets me so much goddamn money!
Get money. Money on my motherfucking mind.
Something, 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 eind. I don't know the words.
So it's just nothing but robots in this world?
No, there are human-like people.
Oh wow, there's someone with 10.9 hours on record who left a review. 383 of 423 people found this review helpful. It is a text graphic of a raised middle finger.
Fair cop.
I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay. Okay, so better lamp.
Here's my review. Let's see. This is a good game. It's not the best game. There's some stuff I'd much rather be different, such as the publisher being a less QA-averse bag of dicks, or ideally not being a bag of dicks whatsoever, but it's a good game. Most of the stuff I'd rather be different is even available from the Nexus. Sadly, Nexus does not yet support mods for Real Life the game, and thus Bethesda is still a QA-averse bag of dicks. There's even a mod on the Nexus that you can install that disables the paid mods interface that Bethesda has published, calling it a creation club. Attempting to gloss over the fact that the last time they tried to push paid mods, they failed miserably, and that not calling them paid mods this time will not slip past the fact that they're still trying to push paid mods. Fallout 4 is a good game. The Nexus makes us a great game, often in spite of Bethesda's cock-ups.
So you just said paid mods so hard that the microphone, you broke levels so hard that it just had to compensate and you went quiet for a little while.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm a little bit cheesed off at what they've done?
It's fair play. I don't think anyone's particularly happy. I don't think anyone's happy at all about it. I have not...
People who can make their paid mods now?
I guess, but is that even a large number? We haven't actually heard much from the people that are making these things. They presumably exist, but we don't really hear anything from them.
I imagine you don't really talk about it, considering the reception it got.
Yeah. Again, fair call. It'd be like saying, hey, I was the one that, I don't know, gaming scandal. I was the one that made Gearbox lie about aliens, colonial marines. No, that's shit. I'll get back to you.
I get what you're going for, though, but yeah.
I can tell what you're trying to say.
Freaking drippy lava.
The issue is that saying you're the one who made Gearbox lie means that you are Randy Pitchford.
Well, that actually makes it rather simple. Hey, I'm Randy Pitchford. Is like what it's like saying that. Thank you for the help there, Spoken. That actually was exactly what I was trying to get at. Go figure.
Ethan summed up my opinion of Fallout 4 perfectly, actually. I just liked wandering around. Like, none of the quests were any good.
Not really. Like, people rave about,
Oh, I'm back, baby.
what was it? The Silver Shroud, was it?
The Silver Shroud quest was amazing.
It was.
It was fine. It was good as like a Fallout style quest, but there was like one of it, and that was pretty much it.
And it's so much better if you don't recruit Hancock before doing it, because he's amazing during it. So, he at one point says that I heard there's a costume kook running on Good Neighbor. Here's the kicker: it ain't me.
I wasn't aware you could have been recruited by that point. I've always done that before doing any of the good.
Yeah, recruiting Hancock takes paying attention to that one quest, which is available from the first or second time that you enter Good Neighbor.
Us at the end, if you consistently use the talk, speak as shroud option, when you respond as the shroud, it'll say, "I'm gonna miss these talks."
I will admit that was a lot of the fun of that quest, just responding as the shroud, like
Yeah.
just getting into it. That was fun.
And it makes it even better if you happen to do the Robot Workshop? Automatron.
Yeah, that.
After you've completed the Silver Shroud quest.
Yes, because if you wear the costume, the Mechanist will comment on it and talk.
And you
as
can
they do
then
the
speak
shroud.
as the Silver Shroud to the Mechanist throughout the whole of that quest.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually.
Which is actually really amazing because you can then give a speech as the Shroud to the Shroud's arch nemesis, talking about how the Mechanist needs to redeem themselves.
Yeah.
which snaps the Mechanist out of her pseudo-suicidal funk, because holy shit, the Shroud trusts her to do the right thing from now on.
Yeah.
I just fucked that up. God damn it.
What'd you do?
You're gonna see a puzzle room late on in the lava dungeon, and it's going to suck balls. Basically, rooms full of buttons, and you can get one secret by doing it room by room, and that's fine. And then there's one secret that requires you to never touch a button throughout the entire area.
Shit.
With a jetpack, it is, you know, it's trivial. It's fine. You can do it easily. Without one, you will be pulling your goddamn hair out.
Oh, that sounds like an exercise in hatred.
It's okay, Casey. I'm not good at things either.
Oh, you did not just say that. Okay.
Weasel, it's okay to taunt me with that. Please don't taunt the person who actually likes being good at things with that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, leave Kenshi alone.
How has Kenji been, by the way?
He's pretty good. He's busted his hands a few times, obviously, because it's Kenshi.
It's true. It is Kenji. He does seem to love doing that.
No, fuck! Ah! I hate everything. And again. So this game's achievements are kind of shitty.
Really?
Not in, and they're bad achievements, as in they're evil.
How are they evil?
There is an achievement for getting gold stars in each category you get at the end of the game, which is time, deaths, secrets, and something else.
Your mom.
Okay.
I forget what it is. Money, that's what it is. The parameters for that is obviously if you're going to gold star secrets, you need to find all of the items, all of the collectibles, everything. Money, you need to get, I don't know how much it is, but it's probably around $20,000, I'm assuming, because I was at 22 and I got a gold. Time, I know, is around 4 hours. You have to finish the game. And deaths, you have to not die at all, ever. There is an achievement for getting all 4 of those gold star in one run. I'm not entirely convinced that is actually possible.
Well, it's going to be one of those Metroid speed runs, isn't it? Okay, so I'm in this puzzle room now. You said there was one for getting every button and one for not getting a button?
No. They're set room by room. There's like a door at the end of every room where if you hit a button, it will close the door and you have to go back to the beginning and pull the lever. But if you can make it through all of the rooms without hitting a single button once...
Son of a bitch, I just hit one.
Yep. Welcome to my life for the past however long it's been. I've run out of lamp. I've been in here for so long that I've completely run out of lamplight.
There.
I've got that upgrade to my lamp that stops me from getting less than 50%, so I can be down here indefinitely.
Fuck! I don't have that one yet, because I was focused on getting the backpack upgrade where you get lots and lots of money. Yes, Fen, I know I have no lamp. Fucking stupid
Son of a...
firefly motherfucker.
Javi has got nothing on that annoying little shit.
He's fine. He likes things that explode. He's pretty cool.
Three. I try to grapple onto the wall and I accidentally grapple onto the ceiling.
Right, where was it? I'm going back. I'm gonna fucking do this, I don't care. This is actually harder than the fucking challenge rooms at the end of the game. Which, by the way, we're gonna do before the end of the stream.
That's an incredibly optimistic thing to say.
No, I mean, I'll load up my other save where I've already unlocked them and actually already done them, but, you know.
Oh. That's actually a fairly reasonable thing to say then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
If the door remains shut, the lava has not been your friend. Even the slightest touch, leave and enter again.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's this third goddamn room every time.
The one with the terraces?
The what?
The one with that weird 3-tiered terrace room?
I don't know what that means. The one with the boulder that you need to drop.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Attempt number 2! Reset. There we go.
The boulder one is infinitely easier if you have that midair thing.
Come on, get it. There we go. Got it. Wait, the mid-air bomb thing that you're talking about?
Yeah.
How do you have that? Don't you need to be like level 14 or something?
I farmed up a lot of enemies.
Oh.
I farmed up a lot of enemies.
Yeah, you're gonna have no problems getting money. Okay, that's fine. No, don't panic, don't panic. Stop panicking. Whew. Okay. I'm okay. Bomb the thing.
Okay.
All I have to do is drop. Okay. Bomb the thing. Hook. Drop. Did I do it? I did it! Fuck all y'all! I totally did it!
Congratulations, yay.
Yay! I didn't actually do that. I bitched out in the first run and just did it with a jetpack. I actually feel kind of accomplished doing that now. Are you still trying to do it?
Yes! Fuck you, this will not beat me.
Do you feel competitive now that I've done it? You actually have a leg up on me because, like you said, you have that fucking bomb power up. I don't. I did that on my own merits, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I did that on my own merits, motherfucker. I put the time in to farm that shit.
I get back to playing the game now. Alrighty.
Best part, once I manage to get that frickin' neckerchief, I'll be able to get the next blueprint. It's always I managed to get past those 3 steps all in a row.
Yep.
I get past those just fine. It's the one where you have to neither jump too high nor shoot too low.
Yeah.
It gets me.
That, and then I panic if I ever do succeed on that. I just panic and just hit the one that's like to the side of the floor that you're standing on. It's like one wrong step and you just hit the fucking wall. I did that a few times.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. Good music, by the way, as well. Worth noting.
Indeed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Wait, am I going on the secret route, or is that just the regular route? That's just the regular route. Oh well. Woo. Boo doo doo boo. How's the chat doing, Slicer?
Not much activity, honestly. Ethan just commented that he was a little incredulous that you did all that for some red cloth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the collectibles in the game. There's artifacts that if you get a certain number of them, then you can get a blueprint that gives you a free upgrade.
Oh, fuck you!
They can be pretty good.
I got to the boulder. I dropped the boulder. I hooked in the wrong direction, directly into a button.
Fuck you.
Once more.
Schadenfreude is a beautiful thing.
Isn't it, though? It's great.
Oh shit. I fell in lava.
Schadenfreude is a beautiful thing.
It is when you're not the one suffering from it.
I'm good.
It depends. If you're a masochist, that can be pretty beautiful. Oh, fuck.
I don't understand masochism, so...
I don't either, but,
It's an endorphin thing.
you know,
That makes a lot of sense.
as someone that's into some of the aspects of the other side of that, I can appreciate people that have that, even if I don't really feel the same way.
That makes sense. I mean, can't really work if it's only half the equation.
Hmm. Did I clear that room? I cleared that room. Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck yes, I did it.
Grats.
Yes. Oh, wow, it's actually called Piece of Red Claw. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, a lot of those are game references, but I didn't get most of them. Not gonna lie. Like there's a Spelunky diary and such.
Uh-huh. Rattus norvegicus.
That might be a reference to Vermintide, maybe? I don't actually know.
Sporting an amazing learning capacity, one of these got elected the Prime Minister of Norway. I think the piece of red cloth might be... I think that might be a Bastion reference.
That sounds right. I thought that was one I should probably know, and it seemed familiar, but I couldn't think of it.
Ethan is amused that just because Casey's free doesn't mean that Spoken is... Yeah. I like that even if Casey's free, Spoken is still suffering for our entertainment.
Even if it's not on camera, you can still feel it.
You can feel my pain.
Or we could, until he got out of it. Like a bastard.
Fuck you, man.
Not a fan of using the jackhammer, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it actually is fairly annoying to... Yay! I unlocked the conveyor maze transport tube.
Yay. You waited a long time to do that.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like I was going to need it. There's... down here, I'm not going to need to go back and refill on oil.
I actually get to buy shit now that I'm not saving up. It's kind of nice.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. How about some armor, so that I can actually, you know, not die. That'd be good.
If you can manage to get your hands on that upgrade, if you buy it up high enough, that highlights all of the different stuff.
The weaknesses in the walls and such?
Yes.
I don't need that anymore, but thank you for the suggestion.
It is an incredibly useful upgrade.
It's pretty useful, yeah. I just very, very recently 100%ed this game, so I don't really need it.
That's entirely fair. Well, you recently 100%ed this game, and you don't have a really, really shit memory like I do.
The hand waving motion. I really fucking hate the lava drips.
You're in that kind of maze-like area right now?
That's the one.
God, yes. All of my loathing.
Could the falling drop itself hurt you?
Yes.
Oh, well, that sucks. I thought it was just when it hit the ground and splashed. Like,
Ow.
that was a good time.
No, the splash, I'm pretty sure, is actually the bit that can't hurt you.
Oh.
Yeah. It does count as a projectile, so you can get an upgrade later in the game for the pickaxe that will just let you deflect projectiles by swinging at them.
And
So you
there's
can't
also
just
an
do
upgrade
that.
You can get to armor that will deflect one projectile every 30 seconds.
Yeah, that every 30 seconds thing is a bit skew-if, to be honest. I learned that during the challenge rooms where it would just decide not to work every now and again for unknown reasons.
Huh.
That
30
wasn't
seconds
great.
Seems like a really long time. Like, how useful is it actually?
Well, most of the time you're spending digging rather than getting in fraud situations, so...
I suppose that's fair.
Oh, nope, you're not gonna... Fuck off. There we go.
You're correct, I'm not going to fuck off.
No, never! It's great. That thing is, though. Fuck off. Ah, I boned myself. God damn it.
Oh my.
Oh, and I don't have
Ow,
the thing that lets me
shit.
blow those up yet. What? What did you do?
Fire drip dungeon. I died. Fuck you, mate.
God damn it. Climb, 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 climb. Where's the nearest water? There it is.
Casey, did you ever play Civilization 6, or did you give that one a pass?
I played myself for like 2 hours, and then I was just like, I really, really hate what they did to cities.
I play... My introduction to Civilization was Civilization, I think it was Revolution, the one for 360.
Oh god.
It was
Sorry.
very simplified. I could get behind that because it was very simplified. I could get into it fairly easily. Then I tried to play Civ 4. Bit of a difficulty spike. Well, not difficulty spike, but just general lots and lots of game element spikes that, you know, I just did not even have a partial grasp on.
It is more complex, yes.
Then I tried Civ 5 for a very brief time and got bored.
And what?
I got bored. Stopped playing it, so...
Got bored of a Civilization game.
Yeah, I bet that's never happened before.
What blasphemy is this?
I heard Pat from the Two Best Friends talking ranting more like about what they did with cities and how the game was focused on religion, and that sounds terrible.
To be fair, it's religion as a gameplay element, not religion as, oh, let's go out and holy war bullshit, whatever.
Oh, I know. I'm not offended or anything, I have any personal stake in it, but, like, I hated it as a gameplay mechanic. If they just ramped it up, like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I'm a fan of the gameplay style, because I don't like games like that where there's a just stated endpoint, where there is a goal you're working towards and then that's it. I like to build stuff up and not, like, compete and such. So, to be honest, if I could get it to work the way I want it to, which is to say with large print font, I would probably enjoy Crusader Kings 2 much more. But as I say, I can't actually read the text in the fucking game because it's so fucking tiny.
That is a serious problem.
Yeah. So...
Might I suggest a game that I think I was playing it actually during the podcast a week or two ago.
Oh, thanks.
Screw you. I warned you about it during the podcast when I was playing it.
Oh, fair play.
It's Merge Dragons. It's kind of match 3, except it's also match 5. And it's also kind of builder game, except not really.
That sounds right up my alley, actually, because I love the original Puzzle Quest as well. That was a very good game.
Yeah, Merge Dragons is like 90% really excellent gameplay. 10% you totally should not cheat yourself in the premium currency, because that totally will not speed the game up for you by about 50 times.
So it's one of those shithead games, but you can, fudge it a little bit.
I'll talk to you about that after we finish up the stream. I'm not gonna advocate on...
Well, you don't have to advocate, but, it's not a crime to say it exists.
Okay, there exists then a program that is called BlueStacks. It,
Oh, that's the emulator, yeah?
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Emulates the Android kernel
Yeah.
on Windows.
I've heard of that, and have absolutely never used it before, because that would probably be some level of illegal. I don't actually know.
It actually is not.
Oh.
The Android kernel is open source so far as I'm aware. It's basically Linux, but with some user permission changes.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, I totally did play some games on BlueStacks.
Yeah. The fun thing about BlueStacks is, while absolutely not saying that anyone should go and do this for games that try and nickel and dime you with premium currency, it's possible to use Cheat Engine on BlueStacks without having to go through the bullshit of rooting a phone, which some models, like, for example, the ZTE Warp Elite, which is what I've been using for the last 14 months, can't be rooted, which is infuriating beyond all possible description.
Surprise!
Hi, Zero. Listen to how excited everyone is to hear that you're here.
Discord
Hey,
kind
man,
of
what's
ruins your surprise. It loudly announces when somebody joins the call.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just waiting to say something. I was in the chat and I was talking about how I believe in the atomic Gandhi. Because Civ has the ongoing joke where Gandhi just bombs everything.
Atomic Gandhi is the most amazing ascended glitch in the history of video games.
Yeah.
I love how they keep going with it, too.
Yeah, they just accepted it, and that's now just the canon, is Gandhi would totally like nuclear weapons, guys. That's... yeah.
He's the most aggressive. You must watch out for Gandhi.
Like, I think the joke was actually that, in Civ 2, the joke was that they set his aggressiveness to 11 out of 10.
And it was because, what was it? It was in old games, there's that whole rollback thing where if you go too low, you end up being at the max.
Well,
yeah,
no,
so...
it's that Gandhi was the only world leader in Civ 1 that had a natural aggressiveness of 1. But once you got to the modern era, he would go for diplomacy, or Democracy rather, which was a government form that reduced the
It would
AI's
reduce the aggressiveness, yeah.
by 2 points.
Yeah, that was
Which
the
caused
thing.
a stack underflow, which set Gandhi's aggressiveness to 255 out of 10.
Yeah. Stack underflow, that was the word I was looking for.
That murderous Gandhi.
Civ is stupid, but it's great. It's stupid.
It's like a D&D game.
I only played a little bit of Civ back in the day. I think it was like Civ 4.
So the jackhammer is unspeakably useful for taking out those flying explodey bugs.
I've heard good things about
just
this
hookshot
game.
them.
I've heard good things about Steamworld Dig too.
It's very good. Very
Apparently
good.
it's on Nintendo Switch, and I feel like that'd be a good game to have on the go.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Oddly enough, advocating something on Switch. Go figure. But yeah, totally. Also, yeah, like I was saying, just hit them with the hook shot, it will just bounce them away, and you can use that to knock them into things and make it explode. Same with the guys that throw firebolts and everything. If you hit them with the hook shot at the last second, it'll turn them around and they'll hit it the other way.
Well, that's fun.
It actually occurs to me, your first experience with civilizations being revolutions is not really a bad thing, because that's the way most civilizations games go. Diplomacy options are terrible, in all of them.
Diplomacy in 5 was kind of workable, which is really damning with faint praise, because 5 was an excellent game.
I'm just sick of them demanding things from me and me not being able to do it in turn.
Ow, shit.
My numbers are bigger than yours. You should listen to me.
Look
Or
at my
stop
numbers.
Stop threatening me with sticks when I have a 10.
But see, the thing is, when they eventually get up to your level, their numbers will be bigger than yours.
I mean specifically the military count, which is like all of your troop numbers combined. Like all the units have their own score and it's combined.
And then they summon Captain Planet and everything goes to shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Captain
Ooh,
Planet.
what's this?
He's a hero, I hear.
Yeah, you know.
Gonna bring pollution down to 0.
Yeah. You know, with all those different rings and whatnot, like the heart. You gotta always have the heart, it's the most important one.
Oh shit, son. I just got Pocket of Frere.
I could keep the reference jokes going and say, well, heart's the most important one, which is why, you know, the Persona 5 cast are constantly trying to steal it. Natural enemies of whatever his name was. Kwame? Was it Kwame? I think it was.
Kind of sick.
Say to where?
Pocket of Frere blueprint lets you store 1 extra chunk of ore per slot.
That's, there's a lot better ways you could spend those cogs. Stuff.
I got cogs to spare right now. I've specialized in a couple of different things.
I play.
This looks fun.
It is pretty fun. I could keep describing it. It's Metroidvania with digging. So a lot of puzzles and challenge rooms and such between the core gameplay loop of digging and selling stuff and such.
Yeah, considering I just finished with Metroid Samus Returns not too long ago.
Yeah, guys, he needs me.
Okay.
Okay. Ethan F says, so I'm playing Persona 5 now. Good.
Yay!
Welcome to the fold, brethren. Says the person who has never played Persona 5 and probably never will.
I am just about to do the stupid space dungeon.
Yeah, that's my least favorite dungeon. I hate it so much.
Is it worse than the bathhouse from Persona 4?
It's not that it's like it's not that it's like a bad design. It's a really cool design.
It is, yeah.
But but the difficulty kind of spikes, and if you lose, you end up losing a lot of progress and having to redo a lot of puzzles.
Difficulty spike will not be a problem for me. I have max confidence in almost anything. If I fuse personas, they will be gods. Even beyond the fact of them actually technically already being gods. Them being personas.
So can I just say how annoying it is that the Aramid armor which is the reason I've survived as long as I have thus far, doesn't actually like properly work on the lava drips.
Which one's that one? Remind me.
That's the reflect something every 30 seconds one.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just sometimes it will decide not to work.
Well, no, it does reflect them. It's just that it doesn't reflect the trajectories like everything else. It reflects them like 3 blocks up, and then they fall back down onto you again.
Bomber BCM says, in Captain Planet, did they ever explain what heart does? It's the most important one. That's all you need to know.
It let him hear the voices of people's hearts. That's pretty much the only explanation they gave. They didn't really say what that was, but that's what it was.
It's shitty cut rate psychic powers.
Kind of.
Ethan F says, it strikes me just how much Akira looks like my oldest OC, which is why we named him Logan Hauinado. Also, Arsene is dapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite possibly my favorite Persona starter, to be honest.
Yeah, I love the design of Arsene. Ethan F also says, wasn't it like talking with animals or something? I think we can relate to heart, and that's probably it. And he also says, yeah, I'm not using guide at all, totally blind, the anti-Casey. Wait, but Casey is blind.
Ah, that's funny.
Wow. Way to just kick him in the nuts a few times.
Which way are you saying that? Are you saying that to me or him? Because it could go either way.
Well, I think you got kicked in the nuts. Right there. But you know, that's just how life is. Life's just a kick in the nuts, really, if you think about it.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Yeah, it's a different head, though.
I'm surprised you beat Weasel to making that joke.
I'm on my game right now.
I'm on my game too. It's called Steamworld Dig. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I get another goddamn blueprint yet? No.
Bobby Sam says, joking it off doesn't make it not funny. Cassie. I think he's spelled it Cassie. Cassie.
That's mean.
He had the like happy crying emoji that makes me die on the inside.
Why?
Because I hate it so much.
Do you hate all emojis after just seeing the Emoji Movie? Or like...
I haven't seen the Emoji Movie because I firmly refuse to support it in any way.
And because you're a sensible human being, yes.
Doesn't it have like one of the lowest tomato scores of all time on Rotten Tomatoes?
I think it might have the lowest. I'm not sure.
No, I thought it was like a Deepak Chopra thing or something that had the lowest score of all time.
Oh no, we'll have to check on that. Palm VCM asks, what's your favorite emoji?
I don't know what emojis exist beyond the poop one.
So Casey's favorite one is the poop one.
I did not say that in the slightest.
Well, no, but that's all that anyone's going to remember about the dream now. Casey likes poop.
It's true.
Poop's funny. I don't know what your problem is.
So you do like the poop one then?
Fuck no. I said poop's funny. I didn't say the poop emoji was funny. Poop emoji, it's dumb.
I guess if I were to pick a favorite emoji, it's one of the emojis we use in my Discord that I'm a part of, which you'll never know what it is. So screw you.
What a great conversation piece, Zero. Thanks for that.
Yeah, that's right. Screw you, and you're trying to bait me into something.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Screw everybody. Yeah, everybody's out to get me. You can ask this. I had a stuffed dog named Cassie that I had for entirely too long. Also, I don't use emojis.
Good man.
Barnby Sam says Rotten Tomatoes needs to chill out on their scores. It was a kids movie, and my 5-year-old niece loved it, so it was a success. I heard a lot of kids were bored by it.
Yeah.
It was a mediocre kids movie. I mean, like, that's like saying that the shitty God's Not Dead movie shouldn't get the shit score that it did because it was a Christian movie. You can't judge it by mainstream Hollywood standards. Yeah, no, it was a shit movie.
There are some Christian movies which are good and have powerful messages, and there are some Christian movies which feel incredibly forced. And that's just kind of how it is.
In other words, there are some Christian movies that are really good and have powerful messages, and there are some Christian movies that David Cameron's involved in. Or Kirk
Cameron.
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron, there we go. I
And
can't
because
remember the guy's fucking name, that's how relevant he is.
oh, Ethan F says Zero subscribes to Swanson Logic. Be a hostile witness. Answer every question with a question. Hell yeah, I do.
Swanson logic is the ultimate logic.
Well,
If only because it is possible to answer a question in Swanson logic by just saying steak.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's always my valid answer.
okay.
Steak. For steak.
Hmm.
Bobby Sims says, I feel it is valid when people downrate a movie that isn't for them, or I guess feel it isn't valid, or I don't know what you're saying there, but I feel it is valid when people downrate a movie that isn't for them. Yeah, I guess, like, you know, you can like whatever movie you want, but there are some movies which just objectively are not well produced.
Yeah, I mean, in absolute fairness, it's a kids' movie. There aren't that many actual kid critics that exist
Yeah.
in the world, so their opinions aren't actually well represented in absolute, possibly ridiculous levels of fairness.
I can't say I agree with that, actually. His opinion, I mean, not what you just said. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
Like, the idea of aggregate scores for films, I don't agree with in general, to be perfectly honest. I don't find that useful. That just says, okay, a lot of people didn't like that. It doesn't really mean that I won't.
There are some movies that I've liked that have gotten really bad reviews, but, you know, that doesn't mean the movies are not valid, and me liking them is not valid. It just means that other people don't like it. Ethan F says, I haven't even watched Parks and Rec, but I've seen the Swanson supercut.
The what?
I want to say that's really all you need to see, but like the two Star-Lord, Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt, yes.
Barbie Sam says, I just feel that Rotten Tomatoes confuses average movies with bad ones.
Downside of the internet, everything becomes either the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
In my personal opinion, I do think that the worst type of movie is a movie it's not really that bad, but it's not really that good. It's just middling.
It's just
mediocrity.
not even interesting in a bad way.
So
Yeah.
mediocrity is your kryptonite.
Like, because that's just like, if something's bad, I can get some sort of joy out of seeing this super bad thing, because it's like, at least it's funny bad. But if something's just boring, then I'm wasting my time.
It's like what Jello Apocalypse says in his every blank movie reviewed in 10 words or less. Because sometimes a bad movie is better than a boring movie, because you can enjoy it ironically and make fun of it.
Yeah, it has some sort of value.
Yeah.
that's
And
true.
It's called the
Silic
hipster
Hawk-
clause.
Silic Hawk also brought up the same point. Say you've got two bad movies. One's boring, and one's bad but funny bad. Which one would you rather see again?
Plan 9
If
from
you
Outer
had to
Space.
see one of them again.
I'd rather see Birdemic.
God,
Actually, Birdemic,
no.
Birdemic was one of was the example he gave for the bad movie that's fun to make fun of.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh man,
It's-
Birdemic scarred me, and I love it.
There's one scene where, if I'm recalling, if it's the right movie that I'm recalling, there's one scene where they actually used a cardboard bird and just threw it at the camera.
No, they're going after the birds with coat hangers, and the birds just don't even move. They're just kind of like gifts.
Apparently, the epitome of ironic enjoyment movie is The Room.
I've watched part of The Room, and I would say it's.
It's not really on that kind of level. It's just incredibly quotable.
The Room is something where it's such a mystery as to how it happened, and that's where most of the stuff comes from, because people have no idea where it came from. it's just so weird, which is why I have The Disaster Artist, which is the book written by Greg Sestero, who...
Yeah, he played Mark, of Oh Hi Mark fame.
Yeah, and that's a really interesting book. It's actually really emotional.
Yeah.
And, that's interesting. But The Room on Its Own... Oh, gosh. What was it? Tommy Wiseau's making another movie.
That doesn't surprise me.
He's making another movie with Greg Sestero.
That kind of surprises me.
Yeah. And so it's... And then there's going to be a live act. There's going to be a movie based on The Disaster Artist as well, with James Franco.
That makes sense. The film about Ed Wood was pretty successful, so...
Yeah, go watch a trailer for it when you have the time. The newest one, I think, is pretty decent. Yeah, might be interesting to see that. The audiobook for The Disaster Artist has Greg Sestero reading it, and he does a very on-point impersonation of Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so check that out if you're interested. Ethan F says, that's like how I love the first Sharknado. It's one of my favorite movies for just how awful it is. And Birdemic is horrible. I watched the CinemaSins version, and even that was boring. Okay, so there's a story behind me and Birdemic, because my cousin, who's like, he's pretty wealthy, right? He takes me into this little like movie theater room they have in his house, his mansion rather. Yeah, very wealthy. So they have all these candy and all these candy things. You've got a big projector and these rows of seats. So he sits us down and is like, "Okay, you guys have to watch this," and he puts on Birdemic. And I asked many times if I could leave.
Yeah, that's...
I couldn't. The funniest part about Birdemic is how it's supposed to be an environmental ad. But the birds are falling on the ground and dive bombing and exploding.
I thought you were going to say the best part was the credits.
So dumb. You know, we're bringing up these horrible movies and our viewer count's going way down.
I wonder why.
Yes.
It's because we're probably sounding a little bit pretentious, like, oh, all of these terrible films.
But we're not even, like, snoodily talking about films. Like, we're all talking about shit that is memetically awful.
Yeah. I mean, none of us, well, I suppose Spoken is a bit of an exception since he's done, like, theatre work and such things, but none of us are really in any particular visual medium storytelling expertise, generally speaking.
I took a film class in high school. I'm taking a film class right now. I have 6 years of theater experience.
Okay.
So want to try again, Casey?
Nope, I'm good. Thanks, though.
So, you know.
Just gonna play my video game. It's cool.
That's entirely fair.
Just gonna work on getting that foot out of my mouth.
It's in there pretty deep.
Tastes like shoelaces. It's not nice.
Ethan F says, speaking of environmental ad, I liked how the MC had this hybrid truck that literally doesn't exist. Oh yeah, that was the thing. In Birdemic. It's a hybrid truck that doesn't exist.
Wait, hybrid truck?
Yes. Yes, it's a hybrid truck.
It doesn't exist, but it should, you guys, and we should make it happen. Maybe?
They're like, why are the birds attacking? Well, you see, the environment. Nature's going out to protect itself because of all the pollution. That's why the birds are dive bombing and exploding the city.
So, nature is a hive mind, is what the film is saying.
Yes.
Apparently.
It's almost as bad. I say almost because it's worse. Than what was it? The Happening, the one in the M. Night Shyamalan movie where the trees were behind it all.
You pronounced his name wrong. It's Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah, Shyamalan, they win.
I made that joke once. It got me kicked out of a Discord server because I was being racist, apparently.
Why? What race is he?
Indian?
He's Indian, isn't he?
think?
Huh.
Yep.
I don't know. I've never really paid attention to that. Like,
Ethan F says, I don't think the film was saying anything. You're right, it was just incoherent screaming. But, you know, that's just how life is sometimes.
If calling Shyamalan is racist, then who was it? Ethan calling me Cassie, also racist.
Thing is,
You made fun of my name.
Also, Ethan F remarks that everybody beat him till the Shamalama Ding Dong.
Ooh, ee, ooh, etc.
Ding dang, wada wada bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ding dang, wada wada bing bang. Freaking loved that song when I was a kid.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, actually. I could write an essay on what's wrong with me, and it would still be, like, not complete.
Shit. Nearly exploded.
A question from Bomber BCM. What do you think happened to all the Hummers? Are they buried in a desert somewhere, like the E.T. video game?
Third wave feminism.
Sometimes.
That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry about that. That was terrible.
Don't worry
I
about it.
didn't understand it, so that's okay.
Don't worry about it. Sometimes I still see a Hummer every now and then. Sometimes I do.
I'm sorry, but I know exactly. And yeah, people continuing to refer to Hummers in here is just.
I don't see what the problem is with you talking about all these Hummers up in here.
I hate you. You know exactly what is going on, and I hate you.
Anyway, but enough talk about Hummers. What's going on with this Barnacle Jones over here? Or whatever.
He buys stuff. That's it.
It looks like he's a reject SpongeBob character.
That really is the kindest thing you could say about that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus, how long is it gonna take to get to this place?
Bob BCM says, I always wanted to get a Hummer in my garage.
If you're where I think you are, the bottom of the pit, you know, the one with all the bombs in it, that's the end of the area.
I'm just getting to the, I just got to the Golem altar a few minutes ago.
I think that's the end, basically.
The warp point directly above a pit leading down.
Yeah.
Bar BCM is saying, alright, gotta go guys, bye-bye.
Bye, Bomber.
Goodbye, Mama.
See you, Bomber.
Alright, so we're closing in on 7:30 my time. So I'm probably going to switch over from this save to the one that is completed, and I'm going to do the challenge maps, because they're a dick, and it'd be amusing. Probably.
Alright.
That sounds like an amusing dick.
They're pretty amusing, just in general. But this one in particular. Curved like a scimitar it is.
Golem. There's a golem here. How do you kill it?
We still have 666 subscribers, and it makes me extremely uncomfortable.
It hasn't changed since Patient mentioned it. That was days ago.
I'm a good Christian boy. This is... I don't know how I feel about this.
Some of that sentence was debatable, but okay.
What, the boy part? Are you questioning my gender, good sir?
Well, at the very least, you're not a boy, presumably, anymore.
I'm a man.
Punch.
That's right.
You sound a little defensive when you say that. Are you sure?
I ain't just joking. He said
Hello,
joke.
Doom Cult to-do list.
Have you seen those red
shit.
guards? Ethan F says. They say they have curved swords. Curved swords.
Curved swords.
Yeah. Just gonna sit there in lava?
Yeah, I'm intentionally... I was halfway through the challenges when we started, so that's not fair. People should see me suffer through the rest of them. Of course, I do have the perk on where you get a full life bar as soon as you run out of health. So, this is going to take a little longer.
You're a true survivor. You're just gonna swim in lava. You know, I think that's just like the warmest bubble bath you've ever been in.
I mean, she's made of metal. It can't be that bad, surely. Actually, it's probably worse.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like...
It's probably worse.
Anyway. Challenges! Woo!
You got scrapped.
Bollocks, starting with this one. Okay. This might get a little loud. Also, I don't know why I'm not just flying. I can totally fly now.
Force of habits.
Yep, pretty much. I missed having my rocket. Fuck, 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 fuck!
Rocket, rocket, rocket. Rocket in the lead.
Oh, I love it. Golem wakes up. Golem staggers off the edge of the platform it's on. Golem absolutely murders the guy that woke it up.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Yep. Such is life. Well, this seems fun, you know? This seems really, like, enjoyable. Just running and things are exploding and you're slowly dying.
Yeah, it's great. It's woo. Having...
That sounds like a great Friday night.
Shit!
Even that's like, well, this has become horrifying all of a sudden.
Oh, so I'm at the top of the bombs right now because I just saw and then set off the first bomb.
Huh. Shit. Forgot about this bit. Okay, that's not ideal. I'm probably not going to make it through this.
You just gotta believe in yourself. That's all you gotta do. So easy.
One down, like 5 to go.
There's cakewalk right there. Ethan F says they unleashed the Slaughternauts and Spoken found the murder golems. I like Slaughternauts as a term. That's a really strong term.
It's a pretty good word, yeah.
Shit, I forgot I don't have that thing equipped right now. That makes me immune to my own bombs.
That sounds like a really useful item.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It
useful.
would be, yes, but I normally only use them for execution. I don't normally, you know, throw them at something right in front of my face to try and kill it.
You see, that's why I believe in the philosophy of Bomberman.
Thank you,
Run
Arma.
away
Fuck.
around the corner.
Fuck, 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 fuck. I am so out of practice doing this shit. God damn it.
I'm gonna have to go through and watch this later when I'm in a less dire strait myself in the game.
It's just basically Casey dying.
I know. I need to go back through and watch this shit.
It's him dying in slow motion, really. Albino dies in slow motion for 30 minutes.
Also, Mario reference. Yay!
Yeah.
You'll see it in about 20 seconds. 0.
Yeah, and I recognize it from the hallway alone. I know that hallway because I've run that hallway in the original Mario, Super Mario Bros.
Oh, this one's good. You're gonna like this one.
Ethan F says, speaking of a bridge quote, has anyone here seen a Slap-on Titan?
I have not.
No.
I have not because it seemed like it was gonna be the crap one.
But I did hear that something Witty Entertainment, the guys who made Sword Art Online Abridged,
Yep.
they're doing a My Hero Academia abridged.
That's the plan. I'm eagerly awaiting them to do literally anything.
I have confidence in them, but I'm not sure what you can do to put that much of a different spin on My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny on its own.
Yeah, it's pretty solid a series on its own. So I'm interested to see what because I don't think they would do it unless they had something that they could.
Well, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball were, to a degree, pretty solid series on their own, and...
Dragon Ball...
There was a lot to make fun of in those series, though. I don't think there's
Yeah.
quite as much in My Hero Academia. And that's not fanboy talking, that's just... It's, like, solid storytelling all around.
I saw somebody do a video of summing up of My Hero Academia in a nutshell, and it's like, boy gets the power to break his fingers!
Pretty much.
It's just...
What I think they're gonna do is completely change, how they changed a bunch of stuff in SAO Bridge. I think they're gonna do that, but more.
I think they're gonna try to make their own story out of it, which, if so, then I'm really excited to see what that is.
I'm curious what they're gonna do. That's about all I can say about that particular project.
Yeah. As
Can you mine once you get the jetpack in midair?
No.
Oh, well.
The one thing that you should never do is try to make an abridged out of a comedy series.
I'm trying to think of one where they might have done that and succeeded, but nothing's coming immediately to mind. In fairness,
Every single one I've seen has been really bad and worse than the comedy series.
In fairness, I haven't actually watched a lot of abridged series because the ones that I've tried outside of the usual, let's call them the stars of that particular genre, they've been terrible. So
yeah, I tried to watch Konosuba abridged. That was a thing at one point.
Was it by Lord Wraith?
I don't remember, but I remember it was automatically just weaker in every regard from the original series, and it just kind of because it's hard to beat when you have a writing staff that focuses on comedy or something. You have somebody that's really good on comedy, and that's what their whole thing got to an anime from. You try to write comedy based on the series, it just doesn't always pan out, to say the least.
the fuck off my cloud.
Ethan F says, Slap on Time is worth watching. I couldn't actually enjoy TFS One Shot because I'd seen those scenes done, in my opinion, at least, better already.
Which reminds me, there was that video from Team 4-Star about, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? That was basically, look out for the next episode of Hellsing Abridged within a month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always around October.
What always is a bit of a stretch, but yes.
Yeah.
They try.
They're making it a thing where it's around October.
Yeah, it's there's a convention they always show the episode at. Or, well, I think the last year they couldn't make it or something like that.
Yeah. Personally, I liked Attack on Titan Abridged, just to bring that back real quick. The TFS one.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah, it's, I thought it was fun, and it was also kind of the first Attack on Titan Abridged I even cared to really watch, so, yeah. But, the Slap on Titan is better, then, I don't know, give it a try. Boy, Casey, you sure are just blowing through these challenges.
I may have done these several times. You have to do all of them in a row without failing, and they're in random order. So there were quite a few circumstances where I would get most of the way through and then die on the last one that came up, whatever it was.
That sounds horrendous.
Also, this one is a bitch, and I hate it.
Sounds like my mom.
Oh, I was about to make a mom joke somewhere, but couldn't get it. There we go.
No, not left. Shoot it down. That's not what I meant, but that'll do. I'll take it.
Do you get the ability to break those falling boulders?
No.
Then why the hell are they orange? Why are they that color on the minimap if you cannot at any point break them?
I'm a little distracted at the moment, so bear with me.
Yeah, he's kind of got a missile chasing him. Oh, no, a little bit in his face. Oh, no, another little bit in his face.
Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck!
They just keep blowing up in his face. You know, just like the real life.
Missile Bukkake Party.
Oh, right, I can fly through this.
Did you forget you can fly again?
There's a power-up you get for the jetpack eventually that lets you push through weak terrain. I forgot I could do that. Because I hadn't had to until, like, literally just now.
Oh, this looks awful.
It's not great! Ow. Okay, that... I could have done with that exploding there.
Alright, well, I gotta get
Ah!
out of here.
I'm done. Yay.
So, see you
Okay.
guys later. I have to go.
See you, Zero.
Do
Have
something.
fun.
Zero.
I'm almost done. Yay. I think this is the last one. Okay. 3 hearts left.
That sounds really good.
3 out of 17.
That sounds really shit.
Okay. It's part 1. Just gotta get through the last 2 parts without dying.
That qualifier might be a bit difficult based on what I've heard so far.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm alive.
Good to hear.
Was that in doubt at some point? I'm
Yes.
assuming so.
Falling in lava with literally no platform at all is, yeah, that's in doubt of whether I'm gonna survive that.
Sounds like you might.
Well, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Ow, fuck. Okay. 2.5. Well, congratulations, Spoken. When you get to doing the challenge levels, you now have a guide on how to do it. It's like right here. Not even kidding.
I'm sure that I will.
Boom! Done. Yay me.
God damn. That last, like, jump up was... Yeah.
Yep.
I know that's purely for visual effect, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's another one that's not for visual effect. If you move in it, you will die. Guaranteed. It'll just crush you.
Oh.
Yay! Oh, by the way, I know Slicer is probably the only one that's going to be able to see this. I may have gone a little bit stir-crazy when I was trying desperately to find the last hidden secret, and... See all this blue in the map? Yeah, I filled that in manually.
Oh, Jesus.
Why?
I went a little bit insane because I was at 99% secrets when I finished the game.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so... I did not react well, perhaps. Like I say, a lot of parts of this game are very therapeutic, even if it's just, like, literally just clearing the map out, not actually progressing anywhere, just... You know... Just doing stuff. So, anything anyone wants to talk about? Like, last thing before we close this out? Because we're, I think, closing on 2 hours. Yep.
Not that I can bet down.
We've
Nothing
got
comes
about
to mind.
we've got about 20 minutes left, actually.
I was more talking to the chat, and, you know. Anything anyone wants to ask about?
Yeah, nothing comes to mind.
You're not in the chat, Weasel.
Sorry.
Actually, she was.
Oh, well, fair play then.
I'm right
Is,
there.
is there anything you would like to ask, Weasel?
No? Sorry.
Any plans for next week's stream?
That's a question. Next week's stream may or may not happen depending on whether I have ID.
What?
Ongoing ID saga. Casey has mentioned this during stream a couple of times.
Ah.
Yeah. I need
Oh, right.
photo ID to go to RTX, yada yada. We're literally down to the wire. I may or may not have it in time. If I do,
Sucks.
then there probably won't be a stream because I'll be busy getting ready to go to London the next day. If I don't, I will be very depressed, but there will probably be a stream. So it goes.
Probably shouldn't be if you're gonna be that depressed. Like, I mean, do these help your mood? Like,
Oh. I've not done one depressed before, so hard to tell.
fair enough, I suppose. Ethan asks, does anyone have a Halloween costume planned out?
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, I suppose I technically still have my Persona 4 cosplay. Technically. Not that I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
My Halloween costume is bitter 20-something who doesn't like trick-or-treaters.
On,
Maybe get up.
on second thought, not going to be able to wear the Persona 4 cosplay. I got fat, motherfuckers. I do not fit in that thing anymore. That thing was tailor-made. I do not fit in it anymore.
I lucked out romantically, and my girlfriend likes cosplay, so we might not be going anywhere on Halloween.
Oh my.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? It's awesome.
You could try to be a little... No, you couldn't. There you
No, I can't.
Okay, that was humiliating.
What was?
What happened?
Fall in lava, escape the lava, land directly on a bomb that I had just set to blow up some of the skull grenade things.
Oh.
Get launched up into the air by that, angle to try and land on a piece of land. Turns out that piece of land is in the explosive radius of 2 more of those landmines.
Wow.
I am at half a heart right now.
Yeah, that
I mean,
bomb segment is kind of a pain in the ass.
Shit.
can you even be mad at that? That sounds like too hilarious to be frustrated about.
Yeah, I can be pretty fucking mad about that, because all of that was because I screwed up a grapnel.
That's, yeah, okay.
That sounds like it's your fault, though.
Yes. Which is why I can be mad.
Oh, fair play. Like I say, just clearing out dirt for literally no reason. Fuck you, snail with spikes. You're an asshole. Surprisingly therapeutic after doing like the challenge stuff. Yeah, just. I remember you did have a stint in what was it, Viscera Cleanup or something? That shitty Steam game.
Yeah, it's really not bad. I mean, it's a pretty well built game. It fills that niche though. You're essentially cleaning. It just gets kind of tedious because you fill up the blood buckets. You fill them up so quickly. It's like you have to go so far to get another bucket. Sometimes you knock it over. Yeah, it turns frustrating quickly.
Yeah, a bit too good of a simulation, I suppose.
Yeah. Apparently Apparently there's another one like that. I can't remember the name of it.
Don't know. I feel like I know what you're talking about, though. Huh?
Hello, the temple bowels.
Ew.
Hella metal plating on the walls. That means I can't hook shot onto them. I hate you. I hate you.
So you're still in that temple dungeon?
I just got there. When you asked earlier, I was at the top of that mining area.
Ah.
Not the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom of that is the end of the area. Though, in fairness, the next part of the game is a split, basically. You can go wherever the hell you want. I think. And there is more of the temple after that you can do if you choose to do that next.
Yep.
Ethan says, I have no idea. Back to Halloween costume. I have an idea for one, but I don't know where to get a cow's pelvis. I had one last year, which was when I came up with this idea, but we have since thrown it out, so I can't wear it.
A cow's pelvis?
Apparently.
Butchers?
Also, in a disturbing twist, he asks, is there corn in the temple's bowels?
I mean, they're robots, so probably not.
Mm.
I don't see what use they would have for it, unless it's like a maize oil kind of thing, trying to be green. I don't know. That's a thing, right?
Sure.
Huh.
So when you get to the bottom, are all of those rocks just sitting there? If you mine the whole place?
You can't mine the whole place. Like, you'll see it in a second. This platform I'm standing in right now, you can't mine at all. Usually they're ones that hold like water or lava or something, so that it doesn't have to do like fluid dynamics.
Oh.
Yeah, but usually the rocks will get stuck on those partway down.
Right. I was wondering what was, like, could you do anything with the water? But I guess not.
No. Which, you know,
No, the
fair play.
water's a resource, the lava's a hazard.
Fair play for not, you know, wanting to deal with that, so you just find a convenient way to get around doing it. There are a lot of indie developers that could probably stand to learn that lesson. Rather than feeling like they have to do literally everything in game development ever.
Hello, I think I just found the jetpack.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I just defeated the Prophet.
You did not find the jetpack.
What the hell did I just find now?
Fire pickaxe.
Oh, shit, son.
Wow, I remember this game pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'd say the stream's kind of winding down now. So,
I'd say so.
750, yeah. I'd say this is probably a good place to stop. So, you know.
Real quick. Ethan specifies a cow's pelvis bone, not a cow's pelvis. Still weird, but...
I would ask at a butcher's. Like,
Yeah,
they're the most likely place to either find one or they would know where to find one.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
It's a weird standing rock that's just sort of there in the middle of nowhere for no reason. Alright. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know whether we would be able to provide any more help to you, Ethan, in sourcing your bovine genital bone region. But
That is an amazing thing to hear.
if you want to ask more questions, you could always do so in the comments, and we'll probably get back to you as soon as we can. Yeah.
Ethan F.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the This Bites Discord. We can just, you give me the information and we can hook up there.
Friggin' snails.
They are annoying, aren't they?
Assholes. Alright, so, thanks for watching, everybody. Pretty much just Ethan, but still everybody. I mean, Bomber was here, but he's not, so fuck that guy.
Yeah, there you go.
So thanks for watching. This game's awesome. People should go buy it because it is super fun and relaxing, and
This is a seriously incredible game.
yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back possibly next week, depending on my personal circumstances. Expect me to be sad face if you see me then. So, you know, it will be the stream where everyone's super nice to me because I am feeling sad and such. That's how that works, right?
Oh god, not even close.
Oh. You couldn't have, like, pretended, or...
Nope. That would be lying, and that's not good. Mad people lie.
Bye,
Good people also lie, to be fair.
bye,
Yeah, well,
bye
that's
everybody.
true.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.